it's more so just trying to find, what you haven't done already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, being in a group of 6 people or whatnot and stuff, it's already untraditional anyway and stuff, with 4 rappers and stuff. Most people have 1 rapper and 2 at the most in these times and stuff. And then 4 rappers is like, it's usually like 3 verses. This person, that person, that person. Now it's 4 of us, so it's unconventional ways in how to do it and whatnot and stuff.
And
But which has made it creative though.
What was your motivation originally? How did you branch out into this style of music? What was your drive? What happened?
just growing up off of hip hop and
And where did you grow up?
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So just watching hip hop form from its inception.
Yeah.
From the beginning of its commercial inception, I would say, and stuff, but being inspired off of the people that we grew up off of, like
And
the Run DMCs and KRS-Ones and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Public Enemies and, those are the people that we looked at and stuff. And then our particular style of hip hop is more so older from the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s type of style or whatnot and stuff, for what a group thing, because, it's not many groups in hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think when you look back at music and where bands take their their inspiration from, it's always so surprising as well. Like when you look at the Rolling Stones, how much influences they had back then. Actually a jazz music, and there's so many influences that you can have.
Yeah. I grew up off of funk and soul.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up off of hip hop. Hip hop came when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
But I grew up off of other forms of music and stuff. So it's good to mesh all this in
And
together.
how is life on the road?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean,
Do you ever see a time when you're like, oh, maybe I want to chill? Maybe I want to settle down.
I mean, yeah, but then it's the motto with hip hop is can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah.
Because the bills don't stop. So when you want to chill, you're like, I gotta pay a bill.
Absolutely. Oh, but is this so? NAS Festival you did 3 weeks ago?
I want to say everything is a blur right now. So yeah.
Maybe 3 weeks ago. Is that when was the first time you came to the UK?
Oh, that was 97.
97, wow.
Yeah.
And what did you think then when you came here?
We thought we was in London, but we was actually in Folkestone. So that was that was beautiful because for us to travel to do music, coming from Los Angeles, and then you just do music where you're from, and you hopefully the world will
be amazed by such a love from another country.
Hell yeah. Just like I said, you're amazed if it's on another block for somebody to like you and stuff, let alone a whole nother country and stuff. So that was amazing, and we've been coming here ever since.